since we don't have a clear voice, we have to make our decisions with our intelligence conclusion. Our intelligence conclusion should be our thoughts plus talking to the people, friends, and near, and people who you like. So talking to them is the base. Your idea, consulting other known to be intelligence, are basis on which we make a decision, but such a decision sometimes difficult to be right, because of a lack of a clairvoyance. Even though everything is not right, most of them are going to be right. So we base it on those ideas according to the time and according to the attitude of people. Attitude for me here, I mean, there's enemies, there's friends, and there's neutral. It's very true. We have to be honest and not a right and not a left, but you have to take considering there's an enemy, there's a friend. You don't want so much, you don't want to hurt friends. You don't want to contribute so much for the enemy either. Sometimes people may say, that is not virtuous, not maybe people may jump. Some people are quite quick to jump. There was a gentleman, basically very kind, nice gentleman, upper north of Michigan, living there. Very staunch supporter, used to be a staunch supporter of Tibet. And so he brings a lot of Tibetan medical doctor and astrologers and monks who are dancing and performing, monks, etc. He brought them a number of times. So he's also very straight, not so much a diplomatic thing, very straight. So once I was talking with a couple of us, I don't remember the other people's, but I'm saying that what the difficulty the Chinese give. Chinese as a general. So he said, that is racist. And I was shocked and surprised a little bit. But you think about it, it's true. It's true. The racist does not really have to be always between the African Americans and the white Americans. It is true. It was true. He was right. But yet, we don't want necessarily contribute to the benefit of enemies. However, when I said that, many of you may be thinking, what happened to compassion? What happens to love? Love and compassion should be blind, should not be making distinction between the enemy and the friend. It's also true, should not be making. And even you make it, you treated the enemies more important than friends. And these are usual Buddha Bodhisattva advices. But we are human beings living in 21st century. So our mind is not Buddha's level yet. I encounter many people who will say, I encounter many people who will say, I can't do that, treat them equal, or think of them people who are seeking happiness, no desire to want misery, etc. They say, many of them say, I can't, which is very true. Because our human character. So, and the enemy and the friends are there, but it is very, very hard to treat enemy as friend, particularly if it is a fresh enemy, meaning current, active, powerful, torturing enemy, then it's very hard. So, Fifth Dalai Lama advises, it is interesting. So you have to analyze, make the decisions on the basis of neutral, but more leaning towards you and your friend, rather than leaning towards the enemy. So that I may be contributing little bit of controversial on the principles of body, mind, compassion, love, and even give and take, tonglen, etc. Maybe I am sort of little controversial thing, but it is human nature. That is the reality what is happening. So, considering that, be able to make decisions are known as good, intelligent, capable person. Second point, lot of thoughts will come in our mind. Anything that we have to do something, there is no ending of ideas. No ending of ideas. But whatever the idea you have, whatever you think about it. It is important to be good human contact, not to say it. Everything, whatever you think, keep on saying it, direct from heart to mouth, no throat. So which is not considered intelligent. Intelligent people will think, don't forget, ideas will build up. I don't want to say it. But during the election, Donald Trump was saying, you don't want to say we are coming within the 7 days, within the 3 weeks, and telling the ISIS we are coming, announcing is silly and all that. Remember you said that? He said. My thoughts are, he is little limited. Yes, it looks like silly, but maybe there's a more important reasons to be able to tell them, particularly avoiding casualties, losing life, and also the allies are waiting and thinking nothing happens. So for them also to get excited. And all of that, there are many other reasons. So I don't believe the United States government is naive. I believe the United States is the greatest country. If you have to make it better now, I don't know what type of better it will become. So we don't know. When they're announcing it with purpose. It's not direct from heart to mouth. Whatever the thoughts is coming in the heart or the head, and then directly going out of the mouth. And that is considered not intelligent. So many of our friends, my friends, are in this habit of ideas will come and then it will be always from the mouth, comes out straight away. As well as advice. So no one is seeking your advice. So you don't presume the advisor's capacity and started giving advice. Many people had to do it. They can't open their mouth without giving advice. They can't think in a situation how to help without giving advice. The advices are not necessarily correct. Can be creating trouble, can be right, okay. So, but that are the not to do. Thank you.